It's this idea of approaching each moment as a question of what is possible. It's a totally different perspective with these 9 steps, these 9 ways of looking at things. They all do their own thing, but collectively it's like, whoa, okay. And what it requires is you not only asking the question, but number 1, recognizing that it's possible. And number 2, be that. It's like, for me, living is a celebration. I would like to do this with you all also, okay? A checklist for creating your future. And it's different. It's a very non-linear way of going about it. Okay, so number 1, every single day, find something or someone to celebrate. Find at least one thing that brings you and your body joy in the sense of being alive. Celebrate you creating a new path as your life, your reality, and your future. Every single day, find something or someone to celebrate. Something about you, something about the world. Celebrate something. Why are we on this planet except to celebrate? And I was able to go into aspects of this reality and its creation like I'd never been able to go into before. And it's interesting because this reality has no lightness. It has no space. It has no joy. It's where all of the COVID Gestapo come from and all that shit. But ours is actually a celebration of being alive, celebration of having a body, a celebration of breathing, a celebration of the connection with every molecule. And I didn't realize that for me, this is how I live. It's like, I love celebrating being alive. And I do that by, enjoying my body. I do that by enjoying people and the conversations that we have and the gratitude that I have for that. And I enjoy it with explosiveness sometimes with doing sessions and facilitating. And it's just like that. It's like, for me, living is a celebration. Hopefully you would consider the possibility. Number 2, what am I grateful for today about me and the world and my life? Celebration plus gratitude creates a totally different possibility. Okay, so number 1, every single day, find someone or something to celebrate. Number 2, ask, what am I grateful for today about me, the world, and my life? Number 3, who am I now? What choices do I have now that I've never had before? And when you come across circumstances that are similar to the past, stop. Pull your energy from the past that defines your future and ask, what is this for me today? So the idea of who am I now is about, really, who am I now? Being the question that gets you present and gets you here, not living. Because, look at it. How much of your energy goes to the past? 99.99999% of it. So when you go, who am I now? What you're doing is you're actually getting present with you. You're getting present with your life. You're getting present with what is in the form of a question like, who am I now? And what choices do I have now that I've never had before? See, the gift of all of this consciousness that you're choosing and that we are choosing in the world is that you get more choice. What does that mean? It means that when something shows up, you're not stuck with it. Is there a different possibility? Fuck yeah. Are you going to choose it? Your choice. But that's the beauty of choices. You have different choices that are available. That is the gift of using these access consciousness tools and choosing more consciousness. So once again, if a situation shows up that's something that you've seen before, okay, stop. Pull your energy from the past and ask, what is this for me today? And how can I change it today? Number 4, ask, what is possible for me today that creates my reality in a brand new way? This allows you to approach each moment as a question and a possibility rather than a conclusion of what is and what it was. What if the fading memory of the past things is in fact that possibilities open up there again? Yeah, and beyond there, that, okay? What is possible for me today that creates my reality in a brand new way? And what you do with that is you get present with the possibilities that are available. And the possibility is like, you might be here, but there's a possibility of being here, 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 here. You might be experiencing this, but there's a possibility to experience this, 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 this. So many possibilities the universe has in store. And if you would rather just act normal and be afraid and let your life be run by fear and give in to the quote unquote powers that supposedly be that desire you to live in fear so they can get you to do what they want, then do it. Be as much of a sheeple as you need to be. Okay? But if not, then approaching each moment as a question and a possibility rather than a conclusion of what is and what was is such a dynamically different way of being. But it's when you actually get present. That's what it's like being present. And then ask, number 5, if I were truly creating my life and reality today, what would I choose right away? Okay? If I were living my life, if I were creating my life and reality, this is different than what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is suffering their life. They're suffering this reality. If you were creating your life and reality today, what would you choose right away? Okay, so number 5, once again, if I were truly creating my life and reality today, what would I choose right away? Asking these questions, actually, strangely, before you go into your mind, it takes you beyond cognitive. When you ask these questions, what you do is you open up to the energy of creation and possibilities and choice beyond this reality. That's what they do. And it's why you're taught not to ask questions in this reality and why you're made wrong for it. So you don't open up a different possibility so you can perpetrate the same reality. Well, let's change that. Next one, number 6, start approaching each moment as a question of what is possible. You shut off the automatic setting that instantly concludes what isn't and what is not possible. Are you aware that 99.9% of people function from their automatic autopilot that concludes what is not and what is not possible? Which is like, wow. And that's what you run into with most of what people present to you and most of what people talk about. It's this idea of approaching each moment as a question of what is possible. It's a totally different perspective. And what it requires is you not only asking the question, but number 1, recognizing that it's possible. And number 2, be that, okay? Approaching each moment as a question of what is possible. It's like, wow. I mean, even if, you find your car's broken or something and you're like, okay, well, what else is possible? Or you've got a shipment coming and it's going to be late. Well, okay, what else is possible? And enjoy the fact that all you have to do is allow possibilities for them to show up. And as a lot of you know, one of my favorite questions is, what is possible for me beyond this reality that I think is not possible, that if I allowed the possibilities would actualize a different reality? One of the things that I did, and I've told people this forever, and some people do it, is after my very first access class, I got cassette tapes. I bought the cassette tapes. And I listened to those non-friggin' stop. And I kept changing and changing and changing and changing because there was a space. There was a space that it created that nothing else in my world had. So I kept it with me because I'm like, every time I listen, I'd be more of that space. And it would change things that I didn't even know it was changing. But every time I listened to the class, I heard something different. And 90% of the time, I heard everything differently. And it was part of how I started changing faster than everybody else around me. But I was also willing to have the change. I was also willing to, I didn't have anything in my life that I loved so much I needed to hold on to. Basically, I just changed and changed and changed. So please, 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 please listen and listen and listen and listen. Number 7, ask, what miraculous joy can I choose and where do I find it? What miraculous joy can I choose and where do I find it? Now, why would I put where do I find it? What miraculous joy can I choose, which once again is a question, and where do I find it? Which is like where? Like, why would we say where? Because asking that question is like what we tend to do. Miraculous joy, we just kind of go, bleh. But when we go, and where do I find it? Now it's like we're looking around the world to be shown where this miraculous joy can come from. Number 8, anytime you get triggered, no, this is not you being you. Okay? Anytime you get triggered, it's not you being you. And ask yourself, if I were truly being me right now, who would I be? Take a deep breath, give it 24 hours, and then revisit it. And then if you still want to kill, go for it. Okay? So anytime you get triggered, I got to say this again, because how often do you get triggered? A lot. Is it you? No. That's when you're not being you. That's when you ask, if I were truly being me, who would I be? And you could then go, what, where, when, why, and how would I be? And also, thank you, yes, is it relevant? Okay, but if you get triggered, is it relevant? You can start there, which interestingly gets you to what is you. And remember, if you ask, is this mine or is this relevant? You get, yes, that means no. Okay. And if I were truly being me, who would I be? It's like, if you're truly being you right now, who would you be? And if you're truly being you, what would you be? And if you're truly being you, where, when, why, and how would you be? And the last question, number 9, what space beyond this reality can I be that will allow me to actualize miracles today as my reality? One more time, what space beyond this reality can I be that will allow me to actualize miracles today as my reality? Such a beautiful question. And if you notice, with these 9 steps, these 9 ways of looking at things, they all do their own thing, but collectively it's like, whoa, okay. Do you notice having a different space? Well, hopefully, because that's what this stuff creates. And it for so many years, I would try to explain everything. Like, I try to explain how to get somewhere, try to explain. And now it's more like, here it is. Here's the space. I'll put words to it too, but here's the space of being this. And that's, as we know, how we change everything and do everything anyway. So how does it get any better than that? What space of being is available that has never been available before that we can now choose?